morning. So we'll bring the knees nice and wide, the big toes to touch, sitting the hips back into the heels. Walk the hands forward, take a big breath in. And as we exhale, use the whole breath out, walk the hands forward, eventually resting the forehead down on the mat or a prop. Take a couple of breaths here, just presencing yourself to your space, to your body, to your breath. Bring your awareness to the body, sinking down into the earth, and the earth holding your body up. Feel the shins and the tops of the feet resting down. Feel the forearms and the forehead resting down. Palms soften. Any tension in the fingertips or the hands completely relaxes. Jaw relaxes as the tongue falls away from the roof of the mouth, maybe bringing a little space between the teeth. Feel the muscles around the eyes soften. Feel the shoulder blades fall away from one another. And the hips soften back towards the heels. Bring your awareness inward. Start to notice the breath. Notice your state of mind. Is your mind moving quickly or slowly? Are there any knots to untangle? Begin to lengthen the inhale, filling the lungs to their fullest capacity, sending breath all the way down into the belly. And lengthen the exhale, feeling the ribs soften in towards center line, hugging up and in as we press out the last drops of air, squeezing out. Spread the fingers wide, root the palms down into the mat, and activate through the arms. Press down, especially between the thumb and the first finger, lifting the forearms off the mat. Press down through the palms, reaching the tailbone down towards the heels, really opening through the low spine. Breathe here in this activated child pose for 3, 2, 1, and relax any effort. Flip the palms to the sky. Set an intention for your practice here. Could be a word or a phrase, a dedication. Take a deep breath in, infusing every cell, every breath with this intention. And as we exhale, really slowly open mouth sigh, return the palms back to the floor. Making our way into some big hip circles, we're going to inhale, bring the hips to the left, coming all the way forward. Sinking the hips forward, and then exhale, hips to the right. Using the full breath out, bringing the hips back towards the heels. Again, inhaling to the left and forward. And exhaling, hips to the right and back. Once more like this, moving in this direction. Bringing some fluidity into the joints. And at the bottom of your exhale, take a pause in child's pose. And then come back to the other side, inhaling to the right. Hips sink forward. And exhaling to the left and back. 2 more, moving at your own breath pace. Flowing with the inhale and the exhale. The bottom of your last exhale, pause in child's pose once more. Hook the toes here. Press the palms into the floor. Take a full breath in. Wrapping the elbows out and in, so like the external rotation of the upper arm bones, rooting down through the thumb and the first finger. And then use your next exhale to lift the knees, send the hips high and wide for our first downward facing dog. Walk out the feet, bringing opening and motion into the backs of the legs. Lifting one heel at a time. Soften through the back of the neck. And keep wrapping the elbows away from one another, shoulder blades spread wide. Eventually find stillness in center. And bring the big toes to touch behind you. Scoot the balls of the feet back just a little bit so your downward facing dog is a little bit longer. Inhale, lift the tailbone to where the ceiling meets the wall. Press the hands into the floor, lengthening the spine. As we exhale, drop both heels to the right. Press down especially through the left palm, opening across the left side of the body. Really press into the hands and the feet, bringing your awareness to the outer left hip. The muscles between the top of the hip bone and the ribs. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, heels to the left. This time pressing especially through the right palm. Opening across the right armpit, the right ribs. And as we press the hips to the sky, opening through those muscles between the hip bones and the ribs. Full long breath in. Full long exhale. Breathe back to center. Rising all the way up into tippy toes. And exhale, heels to the floor. Once more, inhale, tippy toes. Gaze forward towards the thumbs and begin to take little tiny steps to the front edge of your mat. Arriving at the top, take a breath in, lift and lengthen halfway. Fingertips on the earth, the shins or the thighs. And exhale, forward fold, release down. Split the feet at least hip bones distance wide or maybe all the way to the edges of the mat. Outer edges of the feet parallel with the edges of the mat. Coming into an Uttanasana, nice forward fold, completely soft. Little tiny bend or deep bend in the knees. And if you like, you can catch opposite elbows here. Allow the body to sway from left to right. Soft through the back of the neck. Soft through the knees. Notice how the weight is in the feet. Is it more on the toes or more on the heels? If you caught the elbows, switch the grip. Maybe still flowing from side to side. Whether you're still or flowing, inhale, find your way back to center. Exhale, release the elbows if you caught them. And then heel toe the feet back to hip bones distance wide if you brought them wider. Rock the weight forward into the toes. You can even bring your eyes to your feet for a second. Notice the toes kind of squish down, maybe turn a little white. And then soften the toes as we rock the weight back into the heels. As we bring the weight way into the heels, you might notice the strain of the tendons in the tops of the feet. Rock the weight to the right. And then to the left. And then find that place where your weight is completely centered. Toes are soft, tops of the feet are relaxed. One more full breath in. Open mouth, exhale, sigh. Root down through all four corners of the feet, toes stay soft as we inhale, begin to roll up one vertebrae at a time. Stacking knees over ankles, hips over knees, shoulders over hips, roll them way up around the ears. All the way back and down, shoulder blades reach together. Cross the shoulders is open wide. Fingers spread wide. Tadasana. Soften the tailbone down. Lower belly between the hip bones and the belly button. Those muscles kind of squish together. Find your fixed eyes. Recall your intention. Full breath in. Exhale here. First sun A, inhale, fingers reach. Exhale, soften thumbs down through heart as we tip at the hips, soft knees, forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, plant the palms, step back, high push-up position. Peek back at the feet, heels stuck directly over the balls of the feet. Shoulders stuck directly over wrists. Inhale here, draw low belly up and in, one long line from the crown of the head to the bottoms of the heels. Breathing here for 3. Press the palms into the floor. Long, deep breaths for 2. Heart sinks between the shoulders for 1 more deep inhale. And as we exhale, drop the knees, relax the chest down, and chin. Pause here for a couple of breaths, feel the heart sink down. Reach the chin forward, stretching the neck and the skin, like between the chin and the sternum. Reach the elbows back, 1 more breath. Exhale. Inhale, come forward, low ribs to the floor, elbows and shoulder heads reach back. And as we exhale, come through hands and knees, hook the toes, downward facing dog. 3 more breaths, inhale. Exhale. Bring the big toes to touch, inhale. Exhale, heels to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, heels to the left. Inhale to center. Rising all the way up onto tippy toes. Exhale, heels soften, tailbone lifts high. Inhale up to the tops of the feet. And exhale, take little tiny steps, eventually arriving at the front edge of your mat. Breathe in, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. This time, arms wide as we inhale, reach high. Exhale, thumbs through heart, arms alongside the body, Tadasana. Wide across the shoulders, tailbone softens, full breath in. Exhale. Inhale, fingers high, gaze follows. Exhale, soft knees, thumbs through heart, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the floor, step back, top of a push-up. Again, hold here for 3. Gaze to the floor, 2. Long spine. Exhale, come forward, either move through knees, chest, chin, or lower halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, heart forward, low cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, either through hands and knees or flowing back. Full breath in. Soften the knees, gaze forward as we exhale, walk or float, feet to hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. 1 movement per breath. Inhale, fingers rise. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, lift and lengthen. Exhale, hands to the floor, step or float back, high to low. Inhale, heart forward. Shoulders wide. Exhale, hips back. Downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Soften the knees, gaze forward, walk or float, feet to hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Big toes to touch, a little space between the heels as we bend the knees deeply. Inhale, fingers high, Utkatasana. Gaze straight ahead, long spine. Tailbone softens down as the weight pours into the heels. Feel the heels pressing into the floor, engaging through the hamstrings. Low belly draws up and in, front ribs soften together. 1 more full breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the hands, step back, either come straight to downward facing dog or flow through your vinyasa. Inhaling, heart forward. Exhaling, hips back. Inhale, right foot to the sky. Rise up onto the tippy toes of the standing leg as you inhale. And then exhale, soften the heel to the floor. Flex through the top foot that's extended into the air, like you're standing on an imaginary wall at the bottom edge of your mat. Take a peek at your big toes, roll them down so they're pointing towards the floor, squaring the hips. From here, intentionally bend the top knee, bring the right knee towards the sky, stacking the hips. Spread through the fingers. Lift the left shoulder slightly. Spread through the top toes as we take one more breath in, lift the right knee higher. And exhale, come through center, right knee to the nose. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Again, knee to nose. Last time, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Keep the knee where it is, look forward between the hands. Step the right foot to the right thumb. Drop the back heel, inhale, rise, hero one. Moving to square the hips to the front of the mat by plugging the right thigh into the socket. Draw the tailbone down towards the back heel. If it feels more accessible, you can heel toe the right foot wider. Root down through the outer edge of the back foot, reach the fingers to the sky. One more full breath in, gaze to the sky. Exhale, thumbs through heart, plant them down. Step back, flow high to low. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, hips back. Inhale to tippy toes. Lift the left heel to the sky. Exhale, soften the right heel down. Inhale, lift up onto the ball of that foot one more time. Take a peek at your back foot as you flex the toes. Bring the big toe of the lifted foot to reach towards the floor. Root down through both palms and then exhale, soften the right heel down. Intentionally bend that top knee. Begin to lift the left knee to the sky. Lift up through the right shoulder, drop through the left shoulder slightly. Gaze towards the back edge of the mat, nice and long through the back of the neck. Inhale, lift the left knee a little higher. Lengthen the top leg and exhale, come forward, knee to nose. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen last time. Exhale, knee to nose. Pause here, squeezing the knee up and in, look forward between the hands. Exhale, left foot to left thumb. Drop the back heel, inhale, rise, hero one. Root down through the outer edge of the right foot. Front knee to a 90 degree if it's available. Tailbone softens. Fingers reach for 3. Low belly draws up and in. 2. Last breath in, eyes and fingers to the sky. And exhale, thumbs through heart, plant them down, step back. Flow through your vinyasa. Exhaling, high to low. Inhaling, heart forward. Exhaling, hips back. Breathe in, right leg high. Exhale, right foot to right thumb. Keep the back knee lifted. As we inhale, reach the fingers high, crescent lunge. Think about your inner thighs like a pair of scissors squeezing together. And then drop the right hip slightly. Lift the back thigh to the sky. Shoulders stack directly over hips. Breathe space into the front of the left hip, the psoas. Option to bring the back knee down if that's more accessible. Breathing here. One more. Inhale, reach the fingers. As we exhale, bring palms to heart. Reach the right fingers back, left fingers forward. Twisting from the belly button. Inhale, fingers reach. Exhale, twist. Inhale, fingers reach. Exhale, twist. Bend through the left elbow like a stop sign hand and bring the left elbow to the right knee. Palms come together, twisting crescent lunge. Keep lifting the back knee, the back thigh to the sky. Reach the heart towards the thumbs, shoulders reach back for 3, 2, 1. Release both palms to the floor. Lengthen through the right leg, coming into a long triangle. Inhale, heart lifts. As we exhale, reach the heart forward. Imagine that you want to keep like a little space between your thigh and your belly. So as we begin to exhale, we're going to reach over that little space and then hinge the body forward. Press down through the ball mound of the front foot. Soft through the back of the neck. Full breath in. Full breath out. One more inhale here. Exhale. Bend through the front knee. Root down through the palms. Step back, high to low. Exhale in. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, hips back. Inhale, left leg right. Left foot to left thumb. Keep the back heel lifted, take a peek back before you rise up. Heel stacked over the ball of the back foot. Root down through the front foot as we inhale, fingers lift. Sink the left hip. Bend through the front knee. Breathe more. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Lift the back thigh to the sky, full breath in. And as we exhale, left fingers reach back, right fingers reach forward, taking a twist. Inhale, fingers high. Exhale, left fingers reach back, right fingers forward, gaze towards the back thumb. Inhale, lift. Exhale, reach. Stop sign arm with the front hand, elbow at a 90. And then as we exhale, right elbow to left knee. Left palm meets the right palm. Keep the hips square. Inner thigh squeezing. Reach the heart to the thumbs. One more full breath in. Exhale, release both hands to the floor. Extend through the front leg. Coming up onto fingertips, maybe bringing blocks underneath each hand to lift the floor a little closer to you. Inhale, extend the heart forward. Acknowledge that space between the top thigh and the belly. And then exhale, hinge over the extended leg. What's your intention? Where can you soften? What knots can you unravel? One more deep inhale. Deep exhale. Inhale, lift halfway, plant the palms, soften through the front knee. Step back, flow through your vinyasa, exhaling high to low. Inhaling heart forward. Exhale, hips back. Full breath in. Full breath out. Walk your feet forward like maybe a footprint and a half. And then step the right foot to your right thumb. Back toes point out to like 10 o'clock-ish. Front foot is at noon. pressing down through the ball end of the front foot. Hands to hips. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. So you've got a few options for your hands. One is to keep hands on hips. One is to clasp the hands behind the back, noticing which thumb is on top. The last options are to either clasp the arms, like touching opposite elbows, or find reverse namaste. So you decide, play with whatever you like. If you're in reverse namaste or clasping the arms, notice the shoulder heads wrap back. Shoulder blade tips come down. Full breath in, lift the heart, preparing to hinge. Then as we exhale, start to reach the heart forward, flat spine for as long as possible. Pause at halfway. Draw the inner thighs together, root down through the ball mound of the front foot. And then using your next exhale, slowly begin to hinge more. Keep the weight even through both feet. Soften the toes. If you've clasped the hands, you can begin to reach the knuckles to the sky, keeping the shoulder blades squeezing together. Breathing here for 3, 2, 1. Whatever hand variation you have, release all 10 fingertips to the floor. Walk the hands forward about 6 to 10 inches in front of your front foot. Bring the weight into the right foot, and as we inhale, lift the left heel to the sky, modified Halasana Hero 3. Bring the left hip slightly down so the hips are squared to the floor, beginning to breathe and feel the opening through the back of the right leg. Stay here with fingertips on the earth or a block, or inhale, palms to heart. Bringing the body into the shape of an uppercase letter T. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inward rotation of the inner thigh of the back leg. One more deep inhale. And as we exhale, bend through the front knee. Bring the left toes to the floor. Fingertips to the earth. Release the back knee down, unhooking the toe. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, sink the hips back. Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits. Heel the pinky toe side of the foot back towards the body. Reach the heel into the mat. Inhale, lift and lengthen the spine. And exhale, either stay or hinge more. Let go. Inhale, come forward. Bring the right palm to the inside of the right foot. Coming into lizard pose, you've got a couple of options here. One is to keep the back knee down, or if you like, you can lift the back knee by hooking the back toes. Palms can stay to the floor, or if it's available, you can come down onto forearms. For a moment, keep the right knee hugging in. So often we'll come onto the outer edge of the front foot, but for now we're going to keep that knee hugging in, opening up through the front of the hip. Strengthening and stretching at the same time. Even if you're down on forearms, keep thinking about a wide open collarbone with a big smile across the front of the chest. Gaze is down towards thumbs. And then as we exhale, if the knee is lifted, bring it down. And everybody allow the right knee to open wide. Coming into the outer hip. Full breath in. Full breath out. Stay here on forearms, elbows stacked beneath shoulders, or bring right hand to the knee, gently pressing it away. Stay flexed and activated through the front foot. Open through the shoulders. Option to bring the left ear to the left shoulder. One more deep inhale. If you've brought the hand to the knee, exhale, back to forearms. Inhale, everybody meets on palms. Bring the front foot flat to the floor. Right palm to the outside of the right foot. Lift the back knee. And inhale, right toes to the sky, three-legged dog. Give the right leg a shake. A really good shake. Feel the muscles in the glutes, in the hamstrings and the thigh. Everything jiggles and wiggles and softens. And then replace the right foot to the floor. Full breath in. Full breath out. Walk the feet in about a footprint and a half. And then step the left toes forward. Right toes point out towards about 2 o'clock. And then you want a little space between the tracks of your feet. So heels are not in line. There's some space between the lines of the heels. Press down through the feet. Bring the hands to the hips and inhale, rise all the way up. Find your ideal hand variation. If you clasp the elbows or clasp the hands, opposite thumb or opposite wrist on top. Wherever you are, spread the shoulders wide. Inhale, lift the heart. Feel weight even between both feet. And as we exhale, begin to hinge forward. Lengthening the spine long for as long as possible. And then exhaling, allowing the body to round. Full breath in. Full breath out. Soften the toes. Press down into both feet. Shoulders reach open and back. Back of the neck is long. Breathing here for 3. Ball mound of the front toe presses down. 2. 1. Release your fingertips to the mat. Soften through the front knee as we walk the fingertips about 6 to 8 inches ahead of the front foot. Pour all the way into the left standing foot as we reach the right heel to the sky. Modified Dekasana. Supported Dekasana. Hips are square as we drop the right hip by bringing the big toe of the lifted foot to point towards the floor. Stay here with fingertips on the earth or bring palms to heart. Breathing here for 3. 2. 1. Slowly bend through the front knee, right toes to the floor. Fingertips to the mat. Release the right knee to the floor. Bring the left palm to the inside of the left foot. So option to stay here with right knee down, or if you like the right knee lifted, you can stay this way in lizard pose. And we'll start here on palms. If it feels accessible, you can exhale, coming down onto the forearms, elbows underneath the shoulders. Keep the left knee squeezing in. Gaze is directly down between the forearms or the palms. Spread wide across the collarbone. Soften the jaw. Long inhale. Soft, long exhale. Press out every last drop of air. If your knee is lifted, release it down. Gently allow the left knee to fall open wide. Stay as you are, bring left palm to the left knee, gently pressing it away. Use an exhale to soften the right ear to the shoulder. Flex and activate through the front foot. Breathing here for 3. 2. Full breaths out. 1. Slowly come back to center. Everybody meeting on palms. Bring the left foot to the inside of the left palm. Hook the back toes. And inhale, left leg high. Give it a nice shake. And then when you're ready, both feet to the floor. Full breath in. Full breath out. Step the left foot all the way to the left thumb. Walk your left toes and your right toes to point towards the long side of your mat. And then just line your heels up. We'll start with a really wide stance here, so walk your feet out. Big toes slightly in, heels slightly out. Press down through the outer edges of the feet, so even supported here with fingertips underneath the shoulders. We can feel the glutes engage, the hamstrings engage. The low spine gets long as we inhale. Exhale, walk the hands forward, coming into a really wide leg downward facing dog. Allow the heart to soften down. Head softens down. Breathe in here. Keep pressing down through the feet, inner thighs wrap back. If you love this, stay exactly as you are. Or begin to walk your hands back towards your feet, tipping the hips so that they're in line with the heels. Hands start underneath the shoulders as we inhale, lift halfway, and then exhale, hinge at the hips, nice and long through the spine. Walking the heels of the hands back to align with the heels of the feet. Think about your low spine getting really, really long. So reaching your belly towards the thighs. Keep wrapping the inner thighs back. Spreading wide through the glutes and the hamstrings. Wherever you are, inhale, meet with palms underneath the shoulders. Heel toe your feet about a footprint closer together towards one another. Again, big toes slightly in, heels slightly out. Teeny tiny gentle bend in the knees, like just so the knees aren't locked, there's like a breath of air between the joints. Again, inhale, lift and lengthen halfway, flat back. If this is already feeling like a stretch in the hamstrings and the glutes, you stay just as you are. Or if you've got the space, you'll exhale, begin to hinge forward. Again, walking the heels of the hands in line with the heels of the feet. Inner thighs wrap back. Long through the low spine. One more full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, lift halfway, hands underneath the shoulders. Heel toe the feet wide again. Bring the right toes to point slightly out towards the front corner of the mat. Then through the right knee, keep the left foot flat on the floor as we open through the inner groin of the left leg. Stay long through the spine. Press the right knee wide so it's lining up with the front ankle. Yeah, right knee even wider. Full long breath, soft through the toes. Press through the outer edge of the extended leg for 3, 2, 1. Inhale to center, feet parallel. Left toes slightly to the left, bend through the left knee, right foot stays flat, opening now through the right groin. Full breath in. Full breath out. Squeeze the tips of the shoulder blades together, keep reaching through the heart. Soft through the jaw. One more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale, come back to center. Heel toe the feet slightly in. Bring hands to the hips. And as we inhale, use the core to lift halfway. Exhale here. And inhale, rise all the way up to stand. Step to the front edge of your mat. Bring the big toes to touch. Inhale, finger to reach. Exhale, sink the hips back, Utkatasana. Take a moment, get aware of your space. Really step all the way to the front of your mat so you've got the whole back edge of your mat behind you. Preparing to rock and roll, inhale, reach the fingers. Exhale, bend the knees deeply, more deeply till you're practically sitting on the ground, and then rock all the way back. Inhale, come up, Utkatasana. Exhale, use the full breath out to slowly sink the hips all the way down. Rock and roll. Inhale, Utkatasana. Last time, use your exhale to sink the hips. Rock and roll. Utkatasana. This time as we rock and roll, we're going to end up in Sarvangasana, a shoulder stand. So slowly roll this time. Bring the hands right underneath the hips and start to lift them high. So walking the hands as close to the upper back as possible. Chin stays to chest. If shoulder stand isn't something you're familiar with, take a pause here and watch first, and then you'll come into it. So my chin stays glued to my chest as I walk my hands up my upper spine. Begin to lengthen the toes to the sky, and then pitch the heels towards the front edge of your mat. Inner thighs squeeze together like there's an apple between them. Heels press forward as hips reach to the back edge of the mat. Breath is deep. One more full inhale. From here, exhale, pitch the toes over the body, coming into Halasana, cloud pose. If the toes reach the floor, you can extend your arms overhead, catching the outside edges of the feet. Full breath in. Full breath out. From cloud pose, release the knees to the forehead or to the ears. One more full inhale. Full exhale. Last breath in. And as we exhale, slowly release the body down. Coming all the way onto the spine. Bring the soles of the feet together with knees wide. Supine Twist. Bring one hand to belly and one hand to heart. Feel the hips soften down. Feel the sacrum spread wide into the earth. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, knees together. Walk the feet a little bit wider, like imagine them hip bones distance wide. You can bring the arms into a T or a cactus. And we're just going to drop the knees to the right. And then exhale. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Pause here, bring right ankle to the left knee. Press the right knee wide and away. Either stay like this if you're already feeling an opening, or draw the left knee in, clasping the hands behind the thigh, or all the way through onto the left shin. Stay flexed through both feet. Keep pressing the right knee away from you. Breathe here for 3, 2, 1. Release the thigh. If you've caught it again, bring the arms back into a cactus. And from here, we're going to scoot the hips to the right and allow the right foot to fall over to the left. So you're still like ankle to knee, but also in a supine twist. Option to stay exactly as you are if this feels really good. Other option is to take your left hand to the top of the right ankle, drawing that foot closer to you, and bring the right hand to the top of the left foot, drawing that heel closer to you. More breath. Both deepening the inhale and the exhale. If you've caught the ankles, slowly release them. Inhale back to center. Ankle stays glued to the knee. Bring the arms alongside the body, palms face down, press down through the left heel, and as we inhale, lift the hips. Modified bridge. Breathe here for 3. Stay as you are, or extend the right toes to the sky for 2. Lift the hips, 1 more breath. And exhale, slowly release everything down. Ankle releases from the knee. Switching sides, left ankle to right knee. Press the left knee away from the body. And either stay here or bring the right knee in towards the chest, clasping the hands behind the thigh or onto the shin. Opposite thumb on top with a clasp. Keep pressing that left knee away as we draw the right knee in towards the heart. Stay flexed through the feet. One more breath in. And as we exhale, just for a moment, release the right foot to the floor as we scoot the hips to the left. And then come into the supine twist, still with ankle to the knee. Arms can come into a T or a cactus, or bring your hands to the tops of the feet. Coming into this modified supine twist. Keep pressing that left knee away. Reaching the left hip away from the left ribs. Shoulders reach into the floor. Where is your breath? Where are your eyes? Revisit your intention. The bottom of your next exhale, release the ankles if you've caught them. Arms come back into a cactus or a T as we bring the right foot back to center. Left ankle stays on the knee, hips centered. Bring the arms alongside the body, palms face down. Press down through the right heel and inhale to lift the hips. Hips stay square as we breathe here for 3. Stay as you are, extend the left toes to the sky for 2. Last breath in, and exhale, slowly release, unclasping the ankle, soles of the feet together, back to Supine Twist. One hand to belly, one hand to heart. Full breath in, full breath out. Extend the legs long, arms overhead. Bring the back, so the backs of the hands are on the floor. Bring the back of the right hand into the palm of the left. Walk the hands to the right. Keep the hips centered, and then walk the feet to the right. Come in into like a banana pose. Take the left ankle and cross it over the right. Breathe into the left side of the body. Expansive inhales, expansive exhales. One more breath in. One more breath out. Unravel the feet. Unravel the hands. Bring everything towards center. Back of the left hand into the right palm. Walk the hands to the left corner of the mat. Hips stay center. Walk the feet to the left. Cross the right ankle over the left foot. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath here. Exhale. Inhale back to center. Take a moment to gently squeeze the knees in towards the heart. Maybe rocking from side to side or rolling the knees in a small circle. And when you're ready, extend the legs to the corners of the mat. Arms alongside the body. Coming into our final resting pose, Shavasana. Take a moment here to take one more full, expansive, deep inhale. Recall your intention at the top of that breath. Hold it in. And then open the mouth. Release. Know that there is nothing to change. There is nothing to fix. Everything is exactly as it should be. You are perfect, exactly as you are. We'll take a minute or two here, intentionally resting the body down, observing all the mental and physical benefits of our yoga practice. Take one more full deep breath in. Full breath out. Begin to wiggle the fingers and toes. Open the mouth wide. And gently rock the head from side to side. Draw the knees gently into the chest. And roll the body over into one side. With eyes still closed, gently press yourself up to a comfortable seat at the front edge of your mat. Feel the sitting bones root down. Feel the spine growing tall from the roots. Crown at the high reaches, as chin gently softens towards the chest. Bring palms together with thumbs at heart center. Cleansing breath in. Long open mouth exhale. And we'll close our practice with one unifying Om. Deep inhale. Bring thumbs to third eye point between the eyebrows. The divine light in me greets and acknowledges the divine light in each of you. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here.